Do you realize every time you stand up to make a presentation, your audience members have a filter through which they process everything you say? And that filter asks these kinds of questions. Questions like, so what? Why should I care? Why does this matter? How will this impact me? So when you think about talking about an issue or about specific cases that deal with a particular jurisdiction, and you focus only on that jurisdiction, you're going to run into trouble with your audience because that filter is going to say, doesn't impact me, not important, I don't see how it applies, I'm going to tune out. So in this video, we're going to talk about how can you discuss the issues and details of a particular jurisdiction, but in a way that will relate and be accessible to people who are outside of that jurisdiction. The key to getting through the filter in your audience's minds is to decrease the focus on the specific facts of a particular jurisdiction and increase the focus on the issues surrounding the jurisdiction. So for instance, what are the issues at hand? What are the risks involved with said issues? What are some of the potential solutions to those issues? What are some of the trade-offs you might need to make based on those possible solutions? If you can focus on these higher, more universal principles, you will have a better chance of having your audience lean forward and ask questions and be dialed in versus their filter shutting you out and saying, doesn't apply to me, doesn't matter, that's unique to their particular situation. Let me get out my phone, let me focus on something else. You do not want that to be something your audience does. Another way you can help customize your material and make it more accessible to your audience is in the beginning to ask them questions like, who struggles in this area? What are some challenges you've found? Raise your hand if. And based on the feedback you get from your audience, you can even tailor your presentation and some of those universal issues more effectively to the specific needs of that audience on that particular day. The other thing I recommend wholeheartedly is for you to have Q&A throughout your presentation. Now we have a whole video dedicated to how to make that happen, but let me just say here that if you can have people asking you questions in real time throughout your presentation versus the end, that will further help you zero in on the issues that are most relevant to them in real time. So no matter what the facts or details are about the particular jurisdiction you practice in, if you can focus on the issues and the universal concepts around those ideas, you'll have a better presentation and you'll make your material more accessible.